Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a sick idea of mine, and as you guessed from the title, this is gonna be good. So yeah, as you guessed from the title, what if Naruto's harem was made of Greek goddesses? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. I usually get, sometimes like this, so for those who are new to this channel or don't know about me in the past, I have been doing these sorts of things in between. So yeah, just chill and enjoy. Anyways, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins with a 3-year-old Naruto Uzumaki as he was walking around in winter season on the outer skirts near the park area of Konoha, and at that time he was just out there to stroll and relax on his own because he was known as the Pharaoh of Konoha. And that is when he came across Hinata Hyuga, a girl who was shy and who was being bullied. Naruto obviously stood up for her and saved her, even getting his, scarf that he wore turned into shreds. But in the end, he even brought Hinata back with a toothy grin after even losing a tooth, winning Hinata over from that moment onwards. As after that incident, we see Naruto grew up at the age of 6, and that is when he was in the park again, but this time with his friends such as Kiba Inuzuka, as well as Sasuke, Uchiha, and Shikamaru Nara and Choji Akamichi. They were all just chilling together there until they heard that two of the girls were being bullied again. Naruto being Naruto, who always declared that he was going to be the Hokage, and you better believe it, like a knucklehead jumped in and fought for the two girls. And those two girls were none other than Sakura Haruno and Ino Yamanaka. Both of them instantly fell head over heels for him, but being the tsundere as they were, they declared that they liked Sasuke over him, making Naruto, try his best to gain their attention. That is how things were going on until the end of the academy when Naruto bumped into one Anko Mitarashi after graduating. After dropping her dango, Anko chased him down across the whole elemental nation, finally setting down when Naruto promised that he would buy her new. And Anko immediately suggested that it was a date then. Naruto being Naruto, after learning about it from his sensei that he newly gained back at the time, agreed to it. As now we see, Naruto was currently holding his head because all of the girls were now hoarding over him and demanding who he liked better. Yes, you must tell us now, Naruto. Who do you like better, me or these hussies over here? Remember, I'm older than them and I'm much more experienced. And you like someone who is much more experienced, don't you? I was, as Naruto then said, "Oh, look, a plane!" as immediately turned on his feet and began to dash as fast as he could. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get into this mess. As he made shadow clones and shuffled in between, but even after all of that, Naruto was immediately found. But being as the trickster as he was, turns out Naruto had known about this and obviously made solid clones. As it poofed away, the girls became enraged, and they then did something. They smirked and used their divine abilities to hunt down Naruto, and lo and behold, they were able to find him hiding amongst the kennel of the Inuzuka clan, in midst of the dog, in the form of a dog, Henji'd as one. As Naruto was brought out, he was in the form of a pup. As Anko then said, "You think you can hide from us, huh? You certainly have been a bad boy, don't you think so, girls?" Yes, he has been. All of them agreed with a sinister smile on their face. As Naruto moved back into being his 13-year-old self. "Look, Hokage-sama! We're not falling for that. I'm not lying. Look behind you." And so they did. Hiruzen was standing there. Hokage-sama, what is going on over here?" "Yeah, what are you doing in our kennels?" asked Izumi Inuzuka, as she, being the clan head, was there with her arms folded and having a hard expression on her face. We were chasing Naruto. He has some questions that we need answered from him." As Hiruzen said, "Where is Naruto?" As that is when the girls turned, only to find that the boy had disappeared. As Naruto was currently hiding with his sensei, who was having a poker night with his friends in his apartment. "Jeez, Naruto, You certainly are an interesting being, I must say so myself, said one Asuma Sarutobi. What do you mean, Asuma-san? That I'm an interesting being? Those girls are scary. I thought that I was gonna lose my life if I said the wrong thing. That's the thing, kid. No matter what you say, you're always wrong. Said one of the other Jonins who were there, close friend of theirs, wearing a bandana on his head. I see. I have worked with Uncle. We both work in T&I department. And trust me, she is a one sick woman in the head. She will not hold back, no matter what. And if things don't go her way, or she doesn't like the things you say, she would get extremely freaky and dangerous. Even I had to, look away and scream like a sissy when I saw what she was doing. Whoa, really, Ibiki? Of course, man. She's crazy. As that is when there was a banging sound on the door. As everyone flinched. Alright. Can we hand over the kid and get over with this? Said Ibiki. No, what the hell, Ibiki-san? I'm not handing over my student. Naruto, go hide in the basement. And don't come out until I say so. Luckily for them, it was Kurenai for them on the other side. And she had snacks in her hands. Are you guys gonna open up or should I just leave and hang out with Anko today? As now we see, it was Asuma who opened the door. Thank God you're here, Kurenai. As he went in for a kiss until Kurenai stopped him. Nope, you're smoking. I hate the stench of smoke on you. Remember? Not again. Well, I brought snacks for you, some cup ramen and whatnot. Suddenly, from downstairs, a sound was heard as Naruto Uzumaki dashed upstairs on hearing that cup ramen was there. Did someone say cup ramen? Can I have some? Naruto, I told you to stay inside, said Kakashi. Naruto, what are you doing there? Hiding? I see. Well, I'll bring it down for you, okay? Why don't you go down there and wait? As Kurenai prepared cup ramen for everyone and brought Naruto one even down there. And that is when there was another knocking on the door. As Asuma and everyone else breath hitched. Kurenai? Yes? I think you should stay down with Naruto. I think your friend is here. Brace yourself, kid. If push comes to shove, I'm gonna give them to you on a silver platter. Not cool, Asuma-san. Naruto, be quiet, said Kakashi. I'm gonna open it, okay? Everyone act normal. And so Kakashi went and opened the door. And what he found was quite shocking. There was Kurenai standing there with snacks. Why do you look like you see a ghost, Kakashi? What? How? But as that is when realization dawned on him. Naruto, no! As Kakashi dashed downstairs, only to find that there was an explosion and Naruto was missing. The cup ramen was dropped on the ground and, well, the window was broken. What happened, Kakashi? Where's Kurenai? I'm right here, guys. Then who was that? That was Anko. Anko who took Hanji of Kurenai and fooled us. Damn it. Shit, I forgot. Kurenai doesn't mind me drinking or smoking. Of course I do. It's just that I never said this. I love you, that is why I put up with that Asuma. Love you too, hon. But I should have suspected anything. While on the other side, Naruto was now tied up from both hands and from both feet, and was brought in his apartment, where he was thrown on his bed and was now surrounded by Anko Mitarashi, who poofed away from Kurenai to her real self with a sinister smirk on her face, while on the other side, Hinata as well as Ino, and then there was Sakura standing there. You think you can run away from us, Naruto-kun? No matter how hard you try, no matter what you do, you can't. As this was going on, we see suddenly a portal ripped open, as if the day couldn't get any more weirder for Naruto. What the hell is going on? Naruto muffled in his own, well, mouth tie that was in the form of a cloth in between his teeth. As there stood three old ladies. Don't you think you ladies have played enough? It is time to return, Lady Demeter, Lady Hestia, and Lady Athena and Artemis. Fine, but we're taking this one with us, said Anko, who morphed into our new form, which was much more stunning and a regal one. Same could be said for the others. Yes, this one comes with us, said Ino, who morphed into Hinata. Ino, who morphed into Athena, as well as Sakura, who morphed into Artemis, being the tsundere as she was. And then there was Hinata, who morphed into Hestia. Yes, we would like to bring him with us back. Huh. Who would have thought that three virgin goddesses and Lady Demeter of all the women would find someone interesting? This one is. And is more interesting to me than the cereal of mine. And Naruto, in muffled voices, tried to scream to get away. Where do you think you're going? Future husband, you're coming with us. And so now we see Naruto being flung over his shoulder was then brought into the world of Percy Jackson. As once Naruto arrived there, he was given a huge book and first has private classes by Athena herself, who was previously Ino in her other form. As Naruto, while still being tied there, was freed from his mouth. I have a question, Ino-chan. It's Athena now, Naruto. Athena-chan. As Athena blushed a bit and then coughed. Yes, go on, Naruto-kun. Who are you guys really? It is as we mentioned, Naruto. We are the Greek goddesses from this pantheon. We arrived there because we are quite close to the Shinto goddesses and are quite good friends. We wanted to get away from our family, so we reincarnated there for some time after it was allowed by fate because of the peace that were preserved here. And then we met you. Yes, and even I myself am surprised that I am attached to you, said Sakura, turned into, well, Artemis. And I should be an eternal maiden and one who detests males. So you hate me? No, you're different, said Artemis, looking away with a slight blush on her face. Well, Demeter then said, if you try to get away, I'm gonna shove corn so deep in your ass that you're gonna be coughing corn pops. I won't. But we have to keep him hidden. Nobody would be or should be aware of this. But unbeknownst to them, the last person that should have found out about this. And that person was none other than Hermes himself. And so now we see he was brought there in front of the whole council. He stole Naruto and brought him there right in front of the goddesses, while they chased after him and arrived. As Zeus was looking at him, confused. I'm sorry, what? She said, looking towards Hermes. Yeah, they all love him and even brought him here from the Shinto pantheon. Remember the one where the humans have cool-ass techniques? You all did what? Said Zeus. Oh, come on, father. You act like you didn't never visited there. Of course I have, but that is not the problem. The problem is that you three are supposed to be virgin goddesses, especially you, sister. You're supposed to be the wise one. Enough with the wise. Mother wants all of us to settle down. She only took that oath because she saw that there was conflict in who she should marry, so she remained a virgin. As for Artemis, she was young, so obviously her oath was voided. And as for Athena, she too, being an immature goddess at the time, thought that it was illogical. But every logic falls out of the way when one's fall in love. Especially you should know better than anyone, Zeus, when you and Hera are this close. Demeter threw a dice at Zeus, and Zeus bite at it. If you say it like that, then I will allow it. If the fates allow it. We're okay with that, said a voice. Fine. But he can't remain here. He will be sent to the Camp of Blood for the time being. And so Naruto arrived there, and was placed under the care of Chiron. But thankfully enough for Naruto, he was given the scrolls that allowed him to train. But not only that, there was one more thing that he has brought alongside with him, the QB, Nine-Tailed Fox itself. While sleeping the first night, Naruto woke up inside a mindscape, and instead of being the usual gutter-like state. It was a field, an open field where a huge, beautiful garden was, and a Shinto-style home, in which a woman was waiting for him, wearing an orange yukata, with nine tails beautifully shimmering behind her. Ah, so finally the Jinchuriki and the one who has swooned a lot of goddesses towards himself has arrived. You, child, are certainly an anomaly. I don't know how this happened. How can I get back? I honestly don't know. And why would you want to go back? You are blessed, child. Not one, not two, but four of them. Four of the goddesses are after you. Is that so? What's your name? My name? I'm the QB. No, you can't be. I mean, from what I have heard from Konoha people, QB is supposed to be a monster-huge nine-tailed fox, but you... Yes, said QB with a sly smirk on her face. You're beautiful and wonderful and whatnot, and elegant. As the tails begin to swoon left and right, as a small blush crept on her QB's face as she coughed. I see, you're good with your tongue. No wonders the goddess felt some butterflies in their stomach. You see, I'm quite lonely here, young one. I would be grateful if you visit once in a while, and maybe I can teach you a thing or two about your parents and their techniques. Would you really? Said Naruto, grabbing up both of her hands and looking at her with bright blue orbs. Yes, of course, child. Then I will visit. Thank you, pretty lady. And with that, Naruto left. As QB then said, My oh my, that child really is dangerous for one's heart. This would be interesting. As time began to pass by, Naruto proved himself that he was much more than someone who was favored. He told everyone why he was favored, because he was helping out Chiron as well as helping out the others. Whether it was the Ares cabin mates with their sparring sessions, because they and Naruto's knuckleheadedness got along quite well, and for Hermes' cabin, Naruto went along with them quite well as well. Until Percy Jackson arrived. His carbon copy, but someone much more dense than him. And he was someone who was hated by everyone, especially Lord Zeus, who Naruto was able to grasp was the king of gods and should be respected. So he called Zeus-sama, which Zeus in egos was inflated by, because he liked Naruto, because of his respectful tone. Even Hera must admit that this was quite a nice pick. Everyone liked Naruto. Heck, Artemis was in love with Naruto. That would be something in its own right. Even hunters have met with Naruto and they were okay with him, because he didn't care about the others and treated everyone as equal. And if anything, he was afraid of their lady, and it was their lady who was making the move, which was quite hard for them. But in the end, they, well, came to terms with it. As now we see, Naruto was getting along, or trying his best to get along with Percy. That is when Naruto met with Annabeth, who he grounded meeting. What is it, Annabeth? Hello, Naruto. So this is the son of Poseidon. Yes, as you can see, he's a boy with 2 arms, 2 eyes. I know the basic human anatomy, Naruto. You don't need to explain it out to me. You already knew he was claimed. What do you want, Annabeth? My mother sent a letter for you. Again, she said with a while gritting her teeth. Because Annabeth honestly was jealous. Because her mother was one of the women who liked this knucklehead. God knows why, but she did. All the while, her kids, Athena's kids, couldn't find out the reason. Because he was anything that their mother liked usually. All the while, Naruto just groaned and said, Look, can we not do this today? What? I didn't say anything, she said, narrowing her silver eyes. Until we see Athena herself arrived. Now, daughter, no need to say that to your stepdad. As literally Annabeth blanched. As Naruto looked, well, quite uncomfortable and blushed, looking away. Athena-chan, I think that was, What? What did I say? That was the logical answer to this, Naruto-kun. Of course it was. Are you sighing at me? Have you been slacking off? We really need to bring you back on Mount Olympus for training week. No, anything but that. So you don't like to spend time with us, huh? Said Demeter, who was resting on a tree branch and looking at Naruto with a corn in her hand. Remember what I said? As the corn poofed, and in its stead was now a bamboo shoot. Your punishment can be doubled, as the bamboo shoot then grew. Literally something that in all these plants' history never happened. Spikes like cactus. Remember what I said? Yes, ma'am, I'll be more than glad to, said Naruto. As soon as Naruto was taken and left by them, Percy then asked, Dude, what the hell was that? That is an unfortunate soul that is trapped between the lovesick goddesses. All four of them. Four of them? Sometimes I wonder. Maybe there are some more, but who knows? As Naruto then was forced to spend time with each and every one of them, as Hera and Zeus even allowed him to spend some time with them. Why? Because the kid needed a break, and he was respectful as Naruto was seated on their table, moving back and forth while his eyes were closing. It seems they have put you down to ground, young boy. I'm trying my best, Lord Zeus. As you should, because you have to satisfy not one, but four of the goddesses. Yes, I guess you're right. You know what? I'm considering you allowing to marry all four of them, Naruto. As Zeus looked at Hera. What? Yes, I mean, he has been putting in the effort and they all are visibly satisfied with him, so it's obvious that they all like him. What do you think, Naruto? If you had to choose, which one would you? I can't. I don't want to break anyone's heart. I don't know. Maybe I would just run away. Running away is not the solution here, kid. You should face your problems like a man. Would you if you had four goddesses after you? I mean, who wouldn't? As Zeus was bonked on the head. Enough, you horny pervert. As Zeus grumbled, well, Hera then said, Anyways, Naruto, as I said, I will allow it. And besides, you're already like a family of a sort. I consider you a son of mine. Even if you're not related to me by my blood, you are someone who is like kin to me. Because of your respectful tone and the way you consider us your parents' figure. Because I really do. As Hera and Zeus smiled, because they realized that Naruto was the true child that they always wanted. They were just jealous because Naruto should have been born here, not be brought here for somewhere else. But they were glad because he was like a gift to their family. But the madness didn't end it there because one goddess was jealous, and that being none other than Aphrodite, because she did not like being left out. So she tricked Naruto in the form of a camper girl named as her own daughter that has perished, Drew Tanaka. And then she got closer to Naruto. Naruto, at first being dense as he was, helped her out and, well, tried his best to be the best of friends. And in the end, it was the love goddess herself who fell in love with Naruto. As the other goddesses found out and cornered Aphrodite after finding out about this, you said Artemis, as her bow was, well, loaded with 3 celestial arrows. Why should I not puncture you like a tire? Well, the spear of Athena was also pointed at her, while Hestia had a frown, and flames danced in her eyes that were promising pain. All the while, Demeter was literally pulling out elongated, extra large corn that she was gonna shove into the eyes of Aphrodite. Where do you think I was gonna make her shove? Damn perverts. Anyways, it's just a joke. Don't take it seriously. Anyways, Aphrodite then said, well, in tears, I love him, okay? And you're not alone like it. The demon that is sealed within Naruto, the demoness, she also like him. Demoness? You did not knew, did you? Of course he had the Jinchuriki with him. We brought him the Biju within him. He's the Jinchuriki. We brought him here, so obviously she would be brought here as well. As the demoness materialized, as she was standing there. Ara, it seems you finally caught on, goddesses. Of course we did. You. What are your goals with Naruto? As far as I was concerned, I was gonna use the boy against you, but before you attack, I must admit, I see the appeal, and he has a big mouth, and he doesn't know how to use it. And for a collective moment, everyone sighed and agreed to that. He doesn't know what he says about most of the time. And so, Demeter then decided to talk to, well, Hera who literally spitted out her whole nectar on the face of Zeus, who wiped it away. And Zeus was even gritting his teeth because Naruto was one lucky bastard, one hot demoness, and each and every goddess aside from his wife on Mount Olympus was now after him, at least a major one. As even Chaos approved it, because a letter from Chaos through Fates arrived, because this was too entertaining and Chaos has been waiting for fun to happen. And Naruto, it was her source of entertainment, and she was enjoying it, the hell out of it. And so Zeus in the end had to agree as Naruto was standing there on an aisle as he reached at the age of 16, as Percy, who was now his best friend of a sort, was standing there. Dude, you really are screwed, you know? Yeah. Well, Uzumaki, you're royally fucked, said Clarice, the daughter of Ares. Not now, Clarice. As Ares was watching over him with narrowed eyes, because his girlfriend was stolen from him. And if anyone was happy and satisfied, it was Hephaestus, because he finally got to divorce that woman and was now free to do whatever he seems fit. All the while Naruto, he was about to get crushed, because currently a lot of stronger women were standing in front of him in bridal dresses. Athena, Artemis, Hestia, Demeter, Aphrodite, and then finally a great demoness, the nine-tailed fox herself, Kyuubi, known as Kurumi. As Naruto gulped, damn, what kind of good deeds did I do to deserve this? But at the same time, is this some sort of revenge or a curse? Did you say something, honey? Said Demeter as a corn appeared, as tall as her, in her hand. Nothing, hon. Nothing at all. As Hera with a bright smile then married all of them to Naruto. As now we see Naruto, after a few years, as Percy and Annabeth were married and had a daughter of their own, arrived back at Camp Reunion where Naruto arrived. He had shaggy blonde hair now, and somewhat uncut beard. Why? Because he had a tired expression on his face. And running around him were his kids, with all of his wives, who has left him in charge of them. Son, do not zap that kid. Son, do not hurt him. And no, daughter, you can't use your mother's celestial arrows on that boy just because he looks like a pig. Oh, hey, Percy, how are you doing? Damn, you really do have it rough, huh? You get used to it. Did you really? No. After the kids were born, I was pretty much left to raise them on my own. I don't get a break. Not a single one. Damn. I don't know whether to pity you or be jealous of you. Did you say something, Mr. Jackson? Nothing, hon. You're sleeping on a couch for a month, as Percy ground. I glared at Naruto. What? Why are you looking at me for? It's because of you I got into this mess. Hey, I didn't made you say those words. As Percy and Naruto bickered back and forth, we see his wives arrived and bonked him on the head and took him away, while Annabeth did the same. As Naruto and Percy knew at that moment, many women or a single one, both of them were screwed because they were married to tougher ones at that. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is it for the day, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.